guys, it's Sam, and this is my official announcement for Vlogmas. I'm doing Vlogmas over both of my channels because that makes things far easier for me anyway, because I didn't want it to impact any of my booktube content. But basically, my booktube upload schedule will stay the same, with potentially some additional booktube-y type videos in there if that's how the schedule works out. But between my booktube channel and this channel, I will be uploading a video every single day leading up to Christmas. I have never attempted something like this before. I don't even know why I'm attempting it now. Maybe because it's like, I don't actually know, because I'm still really busy right now. Because my class that I'm currently in, which is research, which is killing me, doesn't end until December 16th. So yeah, and most of these videos are gonna have to be filmed before then anyway. So am I bulk filming some? Yes, but that's just the nature of the beast when you're doing something like Vlogmas. So you'll have a video from me every single day on some channel or another. So this is the start of that. Cue nervous laughter here. So feel free to let me know down below what kind of videos you would like to see. I'm also running a poll on Patreon, so if you support me on Patreon, you can go and vote in that poll. You can vote on any number of topics and also leave suggestions in the comments there. The Patreon voted on topics will get prioritized. So if you have one that you really want to see, I encourage you to go and check that out. I have that link down below if you are interested. It is not required by any means, but if you want to be more active in my channel year-round and have an input in some of the books that I read or the video topics that I decide to do, those are prioritized with the Patreon supporters voting and stuff like that. And they get more of a contribution into the channel. So if you're interested in really wanting to see a certain topic, go ahead and check out that poll. So today I decided to start off with something really Christmassy, because for the most part I'm just doing a smattering of videos throughout Vlogmas. I'm not necessarily making them Christmas related because I don't bake. I cook, but I don't bake, and I don't have a lighting set up for my kitchen, so I don't feel like I can do Christmassy baking things. I don't feel like I can do like a home tour or like crafty, I don't do these things. I'm not going to do them just for Vlogmas. So I'm just doing a number of different things coming up that aren't necessarily all holiday related. But today I'm going to talk about my favorite Christmas movies, just to kick it all off. These are not going to be movies, with the exception of probably one. These aren't going to be movies that you aren't already familiar with. I'm just going to talk about them because they make me happy, and it'll remind me to watch more of them this year and get you in the Christmas spirit, you know? These are in no particular order, but the first one I'm going to talk about is Elf. This is the Will Ferrell movie that, who would have known? This dark horse movie, I think it came out when I was in high school, and it's become like a new holiday classic, which I would have never expected back then. I loved it and continue to love it, but I didn't think it would get to be so big, and this year was the first year that I went into stores for Christmas decorations, and I was seeing Elf Christmas decorations. Will Ferrell's face is on blow-up ornaments and stuff for your yard. What? I didn't think it's on par with, the Grinch and Snoopy and all of that. It's part of the repertoire now. It makes me happy because, again, I love it. I think it's great. It's so funny. But, what? I would have never expected it to become the classic that it is. But I'm so grateful because that means that it's actually on, all the time during the Christmas season, which is fantastic. The next one is one that I think people might not know, and that is Holiday Inn. This is a classic Christmas movie. This is my classic Christmas movie. Everyone seems to have one. A lot of people love White Christmas. I've actually never seen White Christmas. This is in the same category as White Christmas. It's Bing Crosby, it's Fred Astaire, it's Bing Crosby singing his Bing Crosby Christmas songs, and it's wonderful. So it's set up that Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire are friends. They're traveling, stars and stuff, and they kind of have this competitive nature to them. One of them stole the other one's woman at one point. It's all very classic movie type thing. And Bing Crosby's character is you know what, I want to quit show business and I want to be a farmer, but he doesn't realize that farming is hard. So that becomes a thing. And so he decides that he's going to run an inn in his farm that is only open on the holidays, so he gets to rest the rest of the year. And so this whole movie is just about the holidays, and there's different songs that take place on different holidays, and they're the classic songs and all this stuff, and they have performances on every holiday. So it's about all the holidays, but it's really focusing on Christmas. It begins and ends on Christmas. Christmas is woven throughout, and it's a Christmas movie, but there are is there Thanksgiving? There's not a Thanksgiving song, but there's a Valentine's Day song, and I think George Washington, and a July 4th and whatever. But they're just added to, it's a Christmas movie. They sing White Christmas. It's a Christmas movie, and it's so good. There are problems with it, as you will find with any classic Christmas movie. Now that I go back as an adult and watch some of them, I'm ooh. Because it's just a sign of the times. They're inappropriate at times with some of the things that are happening, and just that's sexist, that's racist. because they were made in what, like 1940? Like, it's just a bit of a mess at times, but they're so, oh gosh, like it just, that's the movie. My parents watched that on VHS. It's black and white, and we watched it all the time. Everyone has theirs. Like I said, usually it's White Christmas, but this one I think is superior. Even though I technically can't say that because I haven't seen White Christmas all the way through. I think I've seen parts of it, but just like Holiday Inn Man and this Fred Astaire and this Bing Crosby and just like, it's so cozy. I just love it so much. Speaking of classics, It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. It's such a good movie, and like, it makes me upset every time, and it's just like, it just gets me. I get emotional. Clarence the Angel is so cute. Like, it's just so good. I've seen it as a play multiple times. It just makes me happy. You have to watch it. It's a classic. Like, it's just there. I do not have a family that watches Christmas Story. I've never actually seen it. Like, I've seen like bits and pieces of it, but I've never really seen it. This is like one of the movies that we would watch all day if we had the opportunity. Like, we would watch this and Holiday Inn probably on repeat over and over and over again. Like, these are like Christmas Day, Christmas Eve movies. The other ones we kind of smatter in everywhere else leading up to Christmas, but this is like Christmas Day. Classic. It's so good. It's so good. One of my leading up to Christmas ones is The Holiday. Oh my gosh, this movie is one of my favorites. I will watch this any time of year. I love it so much. It's Kate Winslet, Cameron Diaz, Jude Law, and Jack Black, and it's so good. And the two women are miserable in their lives, and they end up switching places. Obviously, one's in Britain and one's over here in Los Angeles, I believe. And they switch like houses for like a house stay, and they're having trouble with men, and it's just like, you know, and they switch. And they end up meeting men in like those various places, and Kate Winslet ends up with like Jack Black and Jude Law and Cameron Diaz, and it's like, it's so cute. There are scenes that I like quote on a regular basis. The soundtrack's like really good, and just like Jude Law is a crier, like his character cries, and Jack Black is just like a wonderful, cute man, and it's just like, it's just so pure. It's just so pure. Like, it's so good. And I can watch it over and over and over again. I'm never get bored of it. It's so pure. I love it. And like, Kate Winslet helps out this little Jewish man in her neighborhood, and they become like friends, and she like helps. It's so cute. There's so much. There's so much. I see it all the time. I see it multiple times. I'm gonna go home this year and I'm gonna watch it. It's gonna be so good. And I can't wait because it's so pure. Another just classic, more modern classic is Love Actually. I mean, can we not have it on the list? I have to. It's the only one of those movies that follows a bunch of people that's like good, because obviously after this came out, like a bunch of movies tried to do the same thing, and it was not good. But like, it's so good. There's little parts of it that I'm just like, oh, I wish I knew more about like that little like side story, and like how they all kind of connect, and all this stuff, and it's so good, and it's like sad, it's all the different kinds of love, and it's just like, it's so good. Like, it makes me sad. Who's my favorite in all of those? The woman who's taking care of the brother, I don't remember like the characters' names because it's one of those movies that's like, I don't remember the characters' names. But the woman that's taking care of the brother, and like she's trying to like get a relationship with the cute guy from work, and it doesn't like work out, you know, 'cause, like that's probably one of my favorites. And like Liam Neeson's in it. Like, it's just, it's pure. It's another pure one. It's just good. Like, I feel like I forget that movie, and maybe that says something about it, but like, I forget, and every year I'm just like, this is so nice. And like, Alan Rickman's in it, and it's just like, it's just a fun time, you know? If you just openly hate Love Actually for no reason, then you're dumb, and you're not letting yourself experience joy. Last but not least is The Polar Express. Now let me tell you about this movie and how emotional I get over this movie. Like, literally, I'll see this movie is on and I start like tearing up. Like, okay. One, I love Tom Hanks with my entire being. Like, when Tom Hanks eventually passes away when he's 567, I'm gonna be a mess. I love him. So he's like a character, basically every character. Does he play every character? I forget, but like, it's animated obviously, but like, I think he voices like majority of the characters. So that's just like, what? And the part that gets me every time is there's like this little boy that they try to pick up, because it's the Polar Express, so they're picking up all the kids to go to the North Pole. It's based on a book. It's a very cute book. It's a beloved book. I read it when I was a kid. It was super cute. So they're picking up all the kids, and there's one kid who goes out and he's not sure, and he like isn't really from a very good home, and he's like not sure, and he doesn't want to, he's scared. He's scared to get on the train, you know, he's nervous. And they start pulling away. I'm gonna like start tearing up. They start pulling away, and he starts like legit tearing up, and he starts running after the train. Like, it just gets me, like, literally every time I watch this movie and I'm just like, I'm sobbing. Like, if I'm crying now, like, I see this scene come on and I'm just like I was crying. It's so good. It's so good. And then he goes and and they get the little ballad. I'm not gonna, I mean, if you haven't seen it, then you're missing out. And it's magical. Because it's, it's like fantasy-ish, Christmas fantasy. And it's just it's so good and it's pretty. It's really pretty and it's just a cozy movie about believing in Christmas. It's so good. These movies are my comfort movies. I like a lot of very dramatic things and very dramatic movies and whatever, but these movies are my pure movies. They're so good. And the little boy in his little shoes. I can't. So these are my favorite Christmas movies. I need to stop talking about Polar Express because I'll probably just continue to cry. These are movies that I do plan on watching this holiday season when I go home. I am going home for Christmas in a couple weeks now. Driving, as I do every year. If you guys have been with me for a while, you will know this. So I'll be talking about that coming up and my Christmas plans and stuff like that. But let me know some of your favorite Christmas movies. I'm sure we're gonna get some Die Hard's my favorite Christmas movie. And yes, that's fine. But let me know your favorite Christmas movies, and maybe I'll watch them if I haven't yet gotten around to them or anything like that. And let me know if there's anything that you want me to cover for Vlogmas, whether that is holiday related. I'm willing to do more holiday videos. I just, the crafty do-it-yourself stuff. I don't really live that kind of life. But I'm going to be doing more videos, so let me know if you have any questions, concerns, things that you want me to talk about in future videos. And again, check out my Patreon if you really have a high priority video topic that you want me to discuss. Otherwise, let me know all your holiday feelings, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.